Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So after a long time, I am making this video. So this will be related to the custom drop down, how you can make it. And going forward, let's have a look on the code. So just I will try to explain how this has been done and in the UI side how it looks. So here you can see this is the Angular material drop down. With the help of that one, I have made it. So here you can see this is a search icon, search and clear. And here also we have a clear and we have a apply button over here, correct? So these all are fixed like search and this clear and apply. So based on the selections, we are going to set the value. Okay. So let's say if I type something here, you can see these values are getting search, correct? If I click on this close icon, so in the sense this value, whatever I have entered, so it's getting clear. And this search is just for user friendly. And this clear, for example, I have selected pizza. So if I click on clear, so this is going to clear, right? So this is for multi selections. And even though I will try to explain you how you can handle for the single selection as well. So I made it as a generic dynamic where you can reutilize that component to the multiple places. And in future, if you need, you can handle both the scenarios. Okay. So just come to the code. Here is the code. And here you can see I have been used the mat material, Angular material. All this attribute has been added based on the Angular material only. Okay. So this is fine. I can remove this. And now here you can come over here. Required have been used because the value has to be there. If no, then we can remove that. Okay. If you want to handle in the some scenarios wise, so you can make as a boolean. Based on that, you can make as a true and false to make as a field has to be validated or not. And this ng model will help you to based on the selections what value you are selecting. So it's gonna to set the value. Okay. In the mat selections, and this filters just come this is the second one, selection change. Selection change will help you for the multiple selections when you are updating any values, so that I will show you in the code. And this is the attribute which I have used to handle if it is multiple or not, so either boolean true and false. So in this case I have make as a true, so the multiple selection is working. So these are the things, and these are the custom CSS which you can add based on your requirement. And again, this is the search input where I am handling that with the help of ng model. This is the function key up, and this is the data binding and toggle selection. So these are the things, and here I have handled another scenarios. If there is no record in the search, so what we are going to do? So we are saying that if the filter options length is greater than 0, then well and go and bind the data. If there is no result in the search, so just go and show that there is no result found. So this is the condition where you can add based on your requirement. If it is not required, you can remove it. Now this is the another one where we have added a two button. One is clear, one is apply. Okay. Again, the CSS will help you to fix the position based on your requirement. If you want as a fixed position, you can have a look in the CSS how to handle that. Similarly, for the input, even though I have added a search input where it will help you to search warp, right? So here you can make as a fixed position based on that. Okay. And the search input you can customize based on your requirement, how you want a look and feel of it. Okay. So these are the UI look and feel. So just I will try to show you the CSS as well. So here you can see search I have make as these types of CSS. You can have a look based on your requirement. So as of now, I make this one. Search input, these are the things which I am added. This is again, it is up to you. And filter button, I have make this one. And there is some customization in the Angular material. So I have used with the help of ngDeep. So where we are customizing our CSS. Again, these are the things where you can remove the border, or if you want to remove something, disable attributes, color if you want to remove, because it has their own customized color. So you can remove that. If you don't need, you can remove the code. Okay. So now come to the TS file, TypeScript, what logic I have written. So these are the file. Here you can see these are the imports. If you are working in Angular 18 plus, so 17 plus, we have a, what is that? Standalone component, right? In that case, what you have to do, you have to import this all the modules, okay? Based on this one only, you are going to achieve the Angular material, whatever the look and feel you are going to add over here. Okay. If you are not going to add, so if you are below 17, then your component will not have a standalone. So you have to add in the application level, not the component level. So here now the Angular 8 and 17 plus, they have enhanced the code like you can add in the component level. Okay. So now why I have used as a input output. So I will try to explain. Already I have told you, you can reutilize the code in the some other places to make as a generic. So I have used the input output. Based on that, we are going to achieve it. Okay. So what I am doing here is in ng on init, whatever the value we will get as a options. Okay. We will take as a input and we are going to bind to the filter of options. So this filter options, if you can see, I have binding over here with the help of ng for loop. So whatever the value we will receive from the another component, we are going to bind the value and labels of it. Okay. So now this is the filter logic. What I am trying to do here is whatever the value we have in the options, we are trying to filter out with the lowercase, the search, whatever the value we are typing over here. So why we are adding as a lowercase? Because whatever the value you have as a options, it might be as a capital, small, whatever it may be. So what we are doing is we are trying to help you out to filter out the data in any case, like lowercase or uppercase. So what we are doing is we are saying that whatever the value you have, you make as a lowercase and try to find out if it has a value, then check it out from this value. Okay. So we are saying that if it is having that value, whatever we have searching, so with the help of include. So include will help you to find each character. For example, if you have a pizza, so if you type as a pizza, it will go and check what and all the value has a P as a letter include in the options dot label. Correct? So based on that, we are trying to find out. So this is again clear search. Whenever we have a clear icon, right? This is the clear icon where we have a close. So as soon as you click on the clear search, so what will it will do? So whatever we have entered in the search query, we are going to make as empty. And then we are calling this filter option. So what filter option will do? Again, it will clear the value of 0 empty. And then it will try to find out if it is not including, then it will show the filter options values over there. Okay. So how it's work? Just come to the UI. So for example, if I type as a K, there is a no result, right? If I click on clear, so the K, as soon as we are removing, so what we are saying, there is this empty in the search, then show all the values, correct? So what we are saying, make as a search query as empty, and then go to this one and then say that filter options are ready with the all data. So what it will do, it will go to this mat options and it will try to bind out the values of it. Okay. Now come to the clear selections. So we have here this button, right? As soon as we select pizza, burger or pasta, correct? So click on this, what it will do, let's come to the code. It will say that whatever selections value you have added, clear it. And then we have a selections boolean, so that I will explain you what reason I have added. And then we are saying that whatever the value you have selected, it is empty now and sent to the selection changes. This is going to emit in the sense, see, from some component you are sending a data and then saying that you have to send it back to the another component to handle that manipulations, right? So that selections value, it's become as empty, then you are going to set the value for the selection change. So if I go to the selection change, here you can see we are emitting the value as a output. So it's going to send the value to the some other component to as a return back. Why? Because from the other component you are going to type it, right? For example, this is attendance management. From this component, you are going to type something and then you are saying that if you want to clear, so it's going to clear it. Okay. If you want to apply, so we are going to say that these are the value I have been selected and I am going to apply it. So again, we are saying that click on apply. We are saying the selection value, whatever we have. And then we are saying that selection changes value has been received XYZ values. Okay. These are the two part where we are handling for apply and clear. So now, as soon as you do as some operations like selections and then unselect, these are the toggles we are doing, right? Toggling. So this value has to update, right? So in that case, what we are saying, if it is multiple, then go to this one options will say the value and it will check the at all length, whatever the value we have, and then it will compare. If it is then matching, then we say all selected. If it is all selected, and if it is not all, then we are saying that this is a selected all item. If no, then we are saying that value is not all, then these are the value. So for example, now I have selected all. So this all value, what case it will go? So if it is all, then it will go and set the value. Correct? And it will go in this line and it will have a select and it will send to the selection change to the next component. Correct? And as soon as we are removing this one and I have selected only one or two values. So in that case, if it is not all, then we are saying this is the selection value and send it to the selection change. This is how it works. And this is for else condition. If it is multiple, then this code will execute. And if it is not multiple, then it will go and it will check the event value, what current value we have selected. This will be the selection, single selection. So we are not sending as an object. Here we directly sending the one values, whatever we have. Here we are sending the multiple object. Okay. Now toggle selections, we are calling in the same time. So this toggle will help you to check it out whether which value you have selected all or something else. If it is selected all, then it will clear the selection change and it will set the value for this one. Okay. If it is else and if it is all in the sense not all, then it will say that whatever the value you have set, this will set to the selection selected values and it's going to set for the selection changes as a init. So now come to the attendance component, how I have added here. So here you can see this is the custom drop down where I am using as the input output. Okay. So these I can use in the multiple component. So what I am saying is options, right? So this option, if you'll go in the top, sorry, in this component. So here you can see I'm using as a input. So whatever the value you are sending, so it's going to accept it. So if you go to the drop down options, we have these values, correct? Then these are the two parameters. One is value, one is label. So these are two are going to bind over here. Okay. Say similarly, if I go to the HTML again, we have a multiple. So as of now, we are sending as a true. So it's going to go to this component and it will, by default, we are making as a false. But now we are saying that this is true. So multiple options will become as a true. Now, this placeholder also you can add your own. As of now, I am saying search. Later on, I will say search drop down. Something like that. So if I'll go to the UI, so the placeholder will get a change now. And this is again selections value, what value I have selected. And this is This is selection change. On selection change, what value we are going to receive? So let's come to the code. This is the selections items as a variable I have added. Now, if you see the selections value, we are saying that this is a selected value. And this selected value, however you want to send to the database or somewhere to save the data, this will help you to find out. So now, let's say all I have selected. Okay. I will try to show you in the debugging. So how this is getting treated. Let me remove the debugger pointer. Okay, it is already enabled. So let's go to the bottom. If you go to the console, you might have see. I have selected all. So here you can see selected item as all values. So let's say if I remove this unselected, here you can see it is getting updated. These are the value I have sending now. So this is case of multiple. Correct? Now if I continue, then it will go to this place and it will say these are the value I have received from child component, whatever the custom dropdown I have. So this is the our component where I have added. Correct? So these are the value I have received over here. So now continue this. If I select pizza, so it will say this is a single value, whatever array we have sent it, object. And now only pizza will come over here. And then it will go for the toggle selection. That is fine. Now here you can see the pizza has been selected. And now we'll go to the apply, click on apply, what is happening. So click on apply again, we will say that these are the value we are sending over here. So again, if you'll go to the code, here we have written, right? So this selected value we are sending to the selection change. So it will emit all the value what behavior you are going to do over here. Okay. So this is called this functionality for multiple selections. Now what I will do, I will just show you how the single selections works. So what I will do, just I will remove this as a false. It's not throw any error. Yeah. So I will go to the UI. Let me disable the debugger. So here you can see this apply and clear button is not visible, only search is visible. So here we can do as a search, whatever we want, and we can do as a single selections. Okay, whatever we will select. Same code, just I have removed true to false. I have replaced. And even though you can see in the UI, let me clear it out. Here you can see search drop down, right? So what value I have checked, placeholder name. So this is going to replace it. So I hope you have understood how this is working. And this is in a simple example. And if you have any queries, let me know. And I will help you out to understand how this is works. So I have, based on this multiple, I have added I have added it true and false. So here you can see ng if it is true, then it will show these buttons. If it is true, then it will show as a multiple all values. Yeah, that's all. And there's nothing much. Same code will treat for the multiple and single selection as well. If you have any queries, let me know and I can help you out on those. Thank you so much. Bye.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.